Yo, what's going on, guys? And today we'll be talking about the best shooter in this year's NBA draft, Chaz Lanier, a guy who averaged 18 points, 4 rebounds, and assists a night, steal, shooting almost 40% for Tennessee. And he comes from a basketball background. His dad played at Lipscomb University, my apology, and his mom played at Alcorn State. This is a guy who hit 65% almost on unguarded catch and shoot threes. That's in the 95th percentile. 39.5% on three from like 8 attempts from deep. He's one of the best movement shooters in this class. You literally have to track him on defense. He's a guy who can actually score in isolation and in transition and in the half court, basically being in the top 20 percentile in all of those scoring according to Synergy. Now, this is a guy who finishes strong at the rim, albeit in limited attempts, but he uses his body and physicality to control his way as he converts through contact. Being 206 pounds at 6'4" with a 6'9" wingspan helps, and that it's a really compact frame that helps him play through contact, absorb it, shield defenders, and fight through screens. And this is a guy who went from North Florida to the SEC, and it's like he didn't skip a beat. He scaled his game up, won SEC Newcomer of the Year, was third team All-American, and he's a guy, I believe, who could be a sneaky late first, early second rounder. He's going to be drafted to a team that's going to play him day one as a floor spacer who's going to bomb threes at a high clip. Now, look, his defense, yes, is average at best. He sometimes gets lost on screens, struggles to close out under control, and he's going to give you, a little impact as a defensive piece. And as a playmaker, he averages under 2 assists a game with a few turnovers. He's not going to be a pick and roll ball handler. He's not a table setter. He has some tunnel vision, and he really just looks for his shot, which is fine for the type of player that he is. Now, he's already 23 and physically mature. He technically has a low ceiling, but I think he has a high floor. He's likely close to a finished project, and he does get a little streaky when guarded tight. He did shoot 33.3% on contested catch and shoots and lacks the athleticism to separate or finish acrobatically at the basket. So he's not going to be a guy getting downhill and being a rim finisher, but he does project as a role player, not a primary option, and he'll be best suited next to playmakers who set it up. Now, he's somebody that everyone, including scouts, believe he's the best pure shooter in the draft. He's going to be an elite shooter, a 40% guy in the NBA. And I think that's what's going to keep him around, and what's going to keep him on people's radars is his ability to shoot the basketball at a high clip and also already have NBA size. While at North Florida, his final year, he was, according to Synergy, the most efficient shooter in all of Division I basketball. So let me hear your thoughts about Chaz Lanier if you made it to the end. Cheers, guys.